Yes, nothing quite like Buffalo in January as we welcome you inside a snowy New Era field on the shores of Lake Erie. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They go play action here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Check, Patriot! Patriot!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Allen throwing on second down. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle. That's caught by Ross. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To the ground, Anderson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Allen. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K1 short. In there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Underneath for Johnson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a second down. To Fournette, and an alley to run, and a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation, already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, hold it.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen now operating from the gun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play for the Bills on third down. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Here's Allen. Oh, he stays out. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The Jaguars getting set to go. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shot
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
No. Check. Patriot.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 3rd and 5.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They begin with a run by Fournette. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he cuts it. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They start the drive with Anderson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Allen to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. The 30. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They give it to Anderson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now it's Allen. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Second and goal from the 1. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. And now prior to this third and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is third and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
And they might think about going for it here. but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going long here for Wallace. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. 319. 319. Detroit. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Leopard. Leopard.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And Lambeau will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Detroit!
Allen now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Hey. 4 down.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Now, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
Found his target. It's Anderson. CJ with a nifty move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. A final shot before half for Allen. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Hauschka now for the extra point. Hauschka adds the extra point. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Touchdown, Jaguars! Tyler Higbee, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Bills on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. 319. 319.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Gun. No. Check. Patriot.
Now Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Here's Allen to throw it. is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Bills on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Allen to throw once more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. And, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Take it at the 37. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Bills getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's the big fella's M.O. right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
319! 319!
They run again on 1st down. Anderson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now Allen throwing on second down. He goes underneath for Anderson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the light.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's caught. Shepard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They pitch it out to Anderson, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And fights him off. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 3-19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll drop the throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. K1 Short in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the gun, Allen. He's got a man, complete. 30, the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there, 82 yards, and the Bills will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Hauschko with the extra point. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Fournette, a first down carry, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, here's Fournette. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw here. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't even save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Yeah, here come the Bills. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They run again with Harris. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Anderson. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Everyone's got 4. 4 down. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A good pickup there, a 22.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Green 39.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hey.
3rd down now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And they will take a knee here. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for Buffalo, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.